Great day, great day, great day. This is Brother Hotel coming at you live and give yourself permission. Now, here we go. Now, I have to apologize because in the last segment, well, it wasn't even the last segment, but a couple minutes ago, something went totally wrong, and I ended up posting up session 101, and that really wasn't session 101. I pushed the wrong button. And this gets me right into what I need to talk about today. Listen. Remember, first, my fault. Let me start over. Great day. It's Brother Hatim coming at you live. Will give yourself permission, and I greet you in the journey way, and I say good morning. What have you released from your life? What have you released? What have you grieved and let go? What have you innovated in your life? So that you could take your life to the next level. Now, let's get moving. Let's get into what we need to talk about today, because I only have a few minutes. But listen, today I want to talk about giving ourselves permission to acknowledge our fears, take time to listen and see them, and by doing this, by giving ourselves permission to do this, we take their power. When we discussed maybe 20, 30 sessions ago, I don't know, I could actually say that. This is session 101. I could actually say 20, 30 sessions ago. Listen, when we discussed respect is about seeing again, re-seeing something. Respect is about being able to look at something. When we show something respect, we kind of take its power. And I know for a lot of you, you may not understand that, but I need you just to kind of just work with me here. When you acknowledge something, when you see something for what it really is, you take its power away. I remember a story that I heard Les Brown tell years ago about a dog that I guess he used to be terrified about, and every day he walked by, this dog would run up to the fence and they would start running from this dog. And one day he finally noticed that this little dog that kept coming and terrorizing him didn't have any teeth, and the only way he was able to see that was by taking the time to really see this dog. Respect is about seeing. So when you hear me say acknowledge, see, and listen to our fears, what I'm trying to get you to do is to take away its power, because until you are able to stop and acknowledge and see and hear what these fears and these nabs, I call them nabs, negative energy beings, are saying to you, until you stop ignoring them, you will continue to empower them in your life. Now, yesterday, I was not able to podcast because all of us run into these nabs. All of us run into these demons. All of us run into these fears. And yesterday morning, as I got up, I started hearing them. And it took away, they hit me with such a force, because I have been ignoring them, because these fears that we try to fight against, these fears that we try to conquer, these fears that we try to destroy are part of us, and they're trying to tell us something. And because we have been taught that we are not supposed to fail, that we are not supposed to be scared of anything, we are not supposed to, it's so many not supposed to's in this, in the way that we've been taught, that we cut off parts of ourselves. These shadows, in psychology they call them our shadows. These shadows become powerful because we push them off into the shadows. We push them off into the darkness of our subconscious, not realizing by pushing them into the darkness, we force them to have to learn how to survive in the darkness. and they grow powerful. And when they do emerge, oh, Lord have mercy. When they emerge, they emerge with such a power and such a force that there's almost nothing that we can do. And we get stuck like I was stuck yesterday. You know, because all these fears come up. Man, you never gonna run a 6-minute mile. You almost 50 years old, man. You've been doing the same stuff for over 20 years, man. This stuff is not gonna work. Okay, it's cool. You added the internet. Okay, but it's still the same stuff. You're wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you should have did A. You should have did B. You should have did D. Now all this stuff is hitting me at 3:15 in the morning. All of it. And the time is moving slow. I couldn't go back to sleep, but I really didn't feel like getting up. Because by the time this energy, by the time these nerves, by the time these fears, by the time these doubts got done digging into me, I was wore out. So I wasn't able to do my show. But then I started thinking about it as the day went by. And I had to acknowledge what these fears were saying. Yeah, it's a possibility that I'll never run a 6-minute mile before I die. It's a possibility I'll never get a split. It's a possibility I never will master juggling or learn how to play the trumpet or be able to reach 10,000 people by next year and sell 100,000 books or go on a tour, on a speaking tour. Yeah, all that stuff is possible. And that's okay. That's okay. You see what I'm saying? We have to embrace these. We got to look these fears in the face, because what's the worst thing that's gonna come out? What's the worst thing that can happen? You know what I'm saying? Would I die saying, well, I didn't succeed in my dream? No. If I die, I will be able to say, hey, I did what I wanted in life. See, a lot of us, we attach our dreams, we attach who we are to what we get. Who you are and what you get are two different things. Now, you're going to get some things. You might not get all the things that you want, but you can always become who you want to be. I'm working towards who I want to be right now, and I hope that you're working towards who you want to be. This brother Tim saying, peace. Give yourself permission to acknowledge your fears. Listen to them, see them, respect them, so that you can move to the next level. Yeah, every now and then you might have to take a break. Every now and then they're gonna knock the wind out of your sails, but that's cool, because that's the way of life. This is brother Tim, and I'm saying peace. You have a great day.